Hey people, today in class we're going to be finding the least common multiple collectively. I presented you with two distinct methods to find the least common multiple, and we will utilize these techniques in our calculations and problem-solving exercises. In the first example, I will show you both ways simultaneously. Then I will simply select the method that is more convenient. Okay, let's find the smallest common divisor for the numbers 4 and 10. What are we doing, you and me? Here I will write down the first way, here I will mention the second way. It is up to you, whichever way you prefer to utilize. All right, the initial way, it is longer in duration compared to the alternative method that you may choose to employ. All right, multiples of 4 are the following numbers: 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and so on. The number that follows and is divisible by 10, which is the next in the sequence of multiples of 10. These are the succeeding numbers, that is 10, 20, 30, 40, and so on, continuing in the same pattern without end. I won't write, now we're recording the general ones. In general, there are multiple numbers to consider. Instead of specifying which numbers, I have chosen to focus on common multiples that I end up with. The number 20 is one such multiple that I consistently encounter. Here it is, the number 20, and once again I have the number 20. Of course, we can continue listing the subsequent numbers together. Why? Because here, what else will we encounter? Here, and so on and so forth. Here there will be the number 40 and so on, so 40 can also be expressed as a common multiple for these numbers. And now I'm going to choose the least common multiple for the numbers 4 and 10. And as you can see from this list, the smallest number among these numbers is 20. Let's examine it. The division of 20 by 4 equals 5. Let's check it out. And 20 divided by 10, that will equal 2. So as you can see, these numbers are divided evenly without any remainder or fraction. Now let's proceed to the second approach that we utilize together. All right, the total count is 4. Let's break it down. Let's break it down like this, because it's really easy here. What's the deal with 4? The number 4 is equal to 2 times 2. Therefore, I represent 4 as 2 raised to the power of 2 in my writing. Now let's analyze the number 10. The number 10 can be expressed as the product of 2 and 5. Essentially, I am documenting that 10 is the product of 2 and 5. We should recall the principle by which I determine the least common multiple in order to find the LCM. We select, or more precisely, we record all of the numbers up to the maximum achievable power in our calculations. We document these factors in the highest power possible. Here I have a deuce, and here I also have a deuce in my possession. The maximum power is 2 raised to the power of 2, continuing. So in this number, the number 5 is left. We haven't written it yet, so I'm finishing it up. That is the numeral 5. I do not give out Fs. Why am I not writing this 2? Because I have 2 2's in my possession. That's 2 2's. So I'm not going to repeat or write down this 2. The most important thing here is to write down the number, that is, this multiplier to the maximum power. Consequently, when I engage in the operation of multiplication, the outcome is derived by multiplying 4 by 5, resulting in a product of 20. Hey, check it out! In this case we got 20, and in this case we also got 20. But I believe this method is much easier than enumerating all of the multiples. Although this method works as well, and it consistently works. At the next class we'll review a few more examples together, and then we'll determine the least common multiple for 3 numbers. That's all for today. Goodbye, until we meet again.